And we're back for some more Sprunky Comic Studios once again for searching around for this thing as yet. So welcome back for anything like this thing as well. Even for the last time's video, we just completely reviewed all around as 8 of these Sprunky Comic Studios just from the past weeks or some kind of days. And probably the first thing we just actually reviewed or checking this out since a few months ago. And in previous days, we just already reviewed or checked that out for multiple Sprunky Comic Studios. Not throughout for the videos for something as well. So it won't be going to be loading a little bit longer as well. So everything is absolutely still okay as well. That probably since that I just continue to working this out as well. All that we're going to be for last 2 more left before we're moving on to for the Skibidi Toilet. So let's start with for the Sprunky Swap AU. We're going to be starting with this thing as well. And we're not going to be leave. This is actually for some sort of nightmares as well. So let's start it with here as probably everything as well. The silly swapped Goobas. It could be for round for swapped Derble. The Garnold. There must be swapped like those things as well. They're probably like the same names as I probably foreseen this as well. And many more probably guys as well. So what is this for some sort of this that turns into some kind of monsters as well? So there's those with the sprites here, and I kind of believe what is going on around here. So the effects could be for smoke, explosions, and the dark eyes, like for some sort of for suspicious eyes like this. And finally, the backgrounds could be for always primary colors, but this is absolutely going to be the same thing as well. So this is absolutely going to be nightmarized for something else. I wouldn't believe that we're using for the studio crossovers tonight, but let's moving all over to another one as well. So I definitely that we just completely checking this time as over around for 3 a.m. And let's go to be another one is the really epic Fanon Sprunkies. Oh dear, this isn't going to be for such as a day as well. So this is RNQ'd for this thing as well. And there must be for the same names as well for some kind of this. So the same names probably for this one as well, including for this thing as well. So I may turn on the spoilers, but concludes with some kind of non-transparent images as well. It turns out they're probably using to post for some memes, and even it's absolutely going to be a little bit ruined. So most of all, we absolutely added 3 of them as well. So I eventually using for some studio crossovers instead of like this. And I wouldn't be able to be sure for some users submitted sprites are not going to be anywhere as well. So I might gonna be checking around for the submitted sprites, and I just going to be find them out as well as fast as possible, that we're not going to be confused like anyway. And I'm definitely going to be stopping recording for around here as well. So we'll be right back with this video, and I'm going to be making for this a little bit hard work as well as even possible for the completion. In the past few videos, this is absolutely ways to do this as well, that you can see this that you notice around here from anything as well, and many more for such as like anything as well that we just seeing these words, because absolutely something is absolutely pretty unlike as well, but probably multiple of them are probably missing. And even though there must be still a little bit plenty of more words that we just going to be for around here, So credits to an unknown characters for Sprunki, even though that must be many more as well. And so much more that we got over here as well. And we just completely found another one itself, and many more. So that is absolutely for one thing. That must be 4 sections. But as you can see here, Sprunky Swap AU is owned by Textbook Man, or the Text Box Man, thanks to this guy and Sprunky Comic Studio for the character bases. And another one could be for around for this one, and turning on for some sort of spoilers for blood and gore, hanging around horror forums, the horror forums when the clicking around spoilers as well. And as this is going to be for fan on Sprunkies is owned by this guy, but all sprites was absolutely made by himself as probably, and it's absolutely developed like those things. I'm probably sure this is absolutely, it was probably made, it was probably goes by Barry Hicks, and it was actually going to be for one thing as well. And I thankfully that we're going to be taking a little bit too long, and probably I'm going to be right back for a long time, and I'm not going to be taking for a little bit seriously. It took for 2 hours to making anything for itself that added a lot of sprites as fast as you can, and for multiple of those some kind of comic creators, but turns out it's 5 in the morning, and that I just completely recorded around here in 5 in the morning that I just guessed. So the first thing we just completely added like anything as well, for such as any nightmares as well, that since back in for some sort of a few months ago, this is where that I just completely making of the strategy as well for right there as well yesterday, that I just completely added a buzz, herb cookies, and even more such as dinosaur cookie and hero cookie right over here, and that must be for some sort of buzz with the letter U driving that sends an alphabet LORE with some kind of extras, and many more for such as like these things as well for kind of as well. So there must be Knight's cookies, and another one could be for around for those statues or some kind of like the stones from Ultra Kill, and probably like as licorice cookie, matcha cookie, dark chocolate cookie, and cherry bomb cookie, cotton candy cookie, custard cookie the third, and cherry blossom cookie, but all over itself that we just completely added as well, instead of this that we totally forgot as well. So this background came from Skibidi Toilet Comic Studio and from Minecraft, and turns out Clash Royale characters everywhere instead of these things as well. Added Doom characters, and added many more as self as well, for such as Coca Cookie, Sherbet, and Sherbet Cookie. There must be Pepper Roll, the Bean Roll Cookie, and Strawberry Cream Cookie, Pine Cone Cookie, Snow Sugar Cookie, Peppermint Cookie. I mean, that's not peppermint. That is Bell Pepper Cookie, Pancake Cookie, Strawberry Jam Cookie, including another one is Apple Cookie. There's Capsaicin Cookie and the Burning Spice Cookie. From everything as it as well, there was Skeleton Dragons, Dark Enchantress Cookie, the Matcha, the Mala Sauce Cookie, and Red Pepper Cookie. There's Madeline Cookie over here. Another one is Peach and Plum Cookie, and many another one, of course, as well. Even we added Ginger Rave, added hill climb racing vehicles, including other kinds of like this as well. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class, or like this thing as well, driven by this guy himself. You may not see Black Lemonade Cookie with a rally car that doesn't gonna be able to be driven. And of course, there must be a whole bunch of places to do this as well. Added Parfait Cookie right besides of Strawberry Crepe Cookie as well. Another one is cherry blossom cookie as well. Pure vanilla cookies gotta be for some sort of the most West nightmares that I never seen there before. Many more of them as well. That must be Daddy Dearest and Peppino from Pizza Tower. And especially this one from Friday Night Funkin'. And even more Clash Royale characters going to be battling against Burning Spice Cookie. Even one student and one Scholaway who got running away with some kind of disturbing. Or even this, Fire Spirit, Pepperonico Cookie, and Devil Cookie are battling against for the Skull Watcher to save Red Velvet Cookie. Unless Red Velvet Cookie was probably in trouble with kinds of some sort of monsters from Ultra Kill. And even for like those things, there's giant mini P.E.K.K.A. and memes like themselves from Crackback, as well as Skeleton, Dragon, Balloon, Cannon, Flyer, Hog Rider, and even many more like those things. As for some sort of Doom monsters, as we pretty know it is. As we look around here, as I completely added Shadow Milk Cookie into the Nightmare's Darkness as well from Sprunki. And that was all of the entire Sprunki comic studios around here. But before we're going to be end of this video for around here, the two links are going to be in the description below in order to be seeing like this whenever it's going to do as well. So it's absolutely going to be two more right here into the description below. So am I going to be finding to search Sprunki Comic Studio like anyways. But don't forget that you might going to be searching for around Sprunki Comic Studio or some kind of the original comic studio for the main website in order to browse some comics, but do not recommend it to browse some comics for anything as cringe as well. The only recommendation is find something useful or some kind of, it's not going to be really populated as well. And of course, you might always using for round to browse some Cookie Run comics and many more, as we find absolutely try to do this as anyways as well, and more, and lots of more things anyways. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and we'll see you that we're going to be browsing to make another video about the Skibidi Toilet around for this next time as well. So I'll talk to you mini lads, comic studio users, and fellow viewers all later. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.